Inclusive leadership for me is really about understanding the people that you're working with and coming to them with a humility that respects who they are and what they bring to the team. And it's really understanding your own impact and having that self-awareness that the experiences that you've lived with might not be the experiences and the view that others have. And I think that the benefit that that brings is people can bring themselves to work. They can be authentic with who they really are and focus on performance rather than anxiety and feeling that level of psychological safety which you might just not get in another circumstance. When you think about turning up to work every day, we bring all of the anxieties that we have from our childhood, from our everyday life, all of the different stresses, and the culture within which we work and how safe we feel psychologically has a massive impact on our ability to feel well, to be who we are. And really, that culture, of course, is only made up of all of the people that are within your organisation. Well, the first thing I'd start with is if you have a demotivated team, it's important really to get to know them, to understand why they're demotivated. What is it that they're unhappy with? I'm a massive advocate of the Ted Lasso leadership style, and if you haven't watched it, then I highly recommend it. There's so much to be learned from that. And when we think about transformation and overlay that on top, again, people are worried about what that means to them, to their future. We aren't naturally people who want to undergo change, yet we live in a world which is encouraging change all the time. Change has become almost the new norm in many, many ways. So communication and engagement with those right people and listening and having empathy to the journey that they're going on really helps build that motivation and helps drive that successful transformation. So as a woman who lived in and worked in a very male-dominated sector, I would say to other people that it's so important to be yourself, because it can be hard to. It can be, well, we can think that we should change who we are slightly, and I certainly did that when I was younger. And I think if you can just be honest with who you are, and again, authentic, which is a theme that I suppose I bring to almost everything I do, and put your brave boots on and don't accept things if they're not all right, because again, we are human beings who are trying to achieve and succeed in what we've set out to be. And that diversity of thought and diversity of individuals that we have is what helps build a high-performance team.